Hey guys, welcome back to Pot's Mama Bear. Today's video, I'm going to show you how to do um, another dream catcher, and this one is going to be a triple dream catcher. Um, and I'll show you what I'm going to do when, or how it's going to turn out, and how to make it, and all that other stuff. So you need feathers. I'm doing mine with yarn today instead of the leather. You need some. Um, Something like sinew for the webbing, your rings, your glue sticks, your glue gun, which mine just keeps falling over, scissors, and of course some little small, little bit bigger than seed beads. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and set up my camera, and I will be back. Okay guys, so I need to tilt up really quick to make sure that it's still the way I want the camera. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start by seeing if my glue gun is hot enough. Oop, and it's not hot enough. Okay, so like in my other videos, or my other Dreamcatcher video, I was showing you guys how to put the yarn, and I do it the same way with my dream catchers that I make with the leather, but I didn't have any pink leather. They do sell it, I just can't find it anywhere without having to go to Tandy's. Okay, so I'm gonna start by putting some hot glue on the yarn, and then I'm going to press that onto the ring. And normally what I do is I would have a pretty good amount of yarn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and just cut this right here. Put that aside. And I usually have this in a bunch, and for some reason I didn't do that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and stop right here and then get this put in a bunch. Okay, so I went ahead and got it in a bunch. I am, however, going to use a little bit more glue. Okay. So I'm just going to continue to do this and wrap as tightly as I can. Actually, what I'm going to do is just wrap some around just like this, so that way hopefully it doesn't take too long to wrap this one. I did a little bit bigger one, and it took me like probably 20 minutes to do this part. So I will go ahead and continue wrapping this, wrapping the yarn around, and then I will come back when it's time to tighten all this in place. And I will show you how I do that when I get back, when I come back. Okay, well, now that I got it all the way around, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go through and wrap this as tightly as possible, and you'll see it bunching up right here. You just keep wrapping it. All I did was switch hands, and I'm going to make this, like I said, as tightly as possible. So since I'm wrapping it as tight as I can, it's gonna be bunching in other areas. And I am so sorry, I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that, Tadashi. I don't know what is wrong with that child. But anyways, so what I'm doing now is just twisting it, and I'm pulling the excess yarn that bunched up and trying to not make it to where it's bunching or overlapping each other. So there's that part. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try to bunch, or not bunch, but get it to where that is in there somehow. Okay, so I'm just going to wind this up, and then I'm going to just continue to wrap the yarn around. So I'm almost done. And then what I'm going to do, oops, I let that go. I'm going to stop right there and continue to twist. And it looks like it came undone up here. And it doesn't have to look perfect, at least to me. So it sounds like someone's at my door. I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm so sorry about that. So I'm just wrapping it where I left off, and I'm going to go through one more time with this and tighten it up as much as possible. Okay, so now that I got that one all wrapped, I'm going to go ahead and cut right there, and then take the glue gun and just glue right there, and then take my scissors so I don't burn myself again. Actually no, it's not gonna work. Okay. There's one ring. And I will go ahead and wrap these two really quick, and then I will come back and I'll show you how I do the webbing. Okay guys, so I am done wrapping these Dreamcatcher hoops, and now excuse the noise from my chair. My chair is squeaking. Okay, so now that I got the hoops covered, I'm going to go ahead and take my cord or sinew, whatever you really want to call it, and I'm going to find the end and then go ahead and, oops, I probably shouldn't have done that. I'm going to just go ahead and start by tying one end. And I am starting, or you know what, I should start off with the little Dreamcatcher, that way you guys can see and it won't take that long, because I will be doing the other two off camera, just so that this video isn't that long. Okay. So now I'm just going to go ahead and start webbing, and I actually should cut quite a bit off. Now I don't know how much I use. I've never really measured any of this out. And you want to try to, I broke it. Okay, so we are going to start that part over and maybe not pull as hard on this part. And now my scissors are going to give me problems. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do, not pull as hard, but I'm going to start by, I'm starting the webbing. And it's just like the other Dreamcatcher that I did. I go up and over, and then you pull through the middle. I should probably get a sheet of paper or something, because since I am doing the black webbing, let me see. Okay. That should be a little bit easier for you guys to see. Sorry about that. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue to do this. When you put it around, you just pull from the middle. And again. Pull it through the middle. And you can do this any amount of spaces or anything like that. I just been using my thumb to kind of space it out a little bit. They don't have to be the exact same size as far as the webbing. As you can see, the yarn is shifting on here, which that's okay too. I was just trying something different. So, a quick update on Tadashi. They are trying to schedule surgery for his eyes. He has dryness in his left eye, which is caused by the muscles not being set right in his eyes. So they're just going to go ahead and do surgery on both eyes and hopefully be able to straighten that out. They are talking about possibly December, January, somewhere around there. Okay, so now that we are back to the beginning, that's when you're going to take the end of it and you're going to just stick that through there. Make sure it's in between the two, and then you're going to just pull it like that, and then make sure you hold the knot. Sorry guys, I had some lint from the yarn stuck on my tongue. Okay, so after I get done with this row, I'm going to go ahead and start doing the beads, or putting the beads on there, and I'll show you how I do that. As soon as I go ahead and do the webbing. So again, you're just gonna push this through and then grab it. Make sure it's in between the two of those, because that is going to create your little knot on the dream catcher. I'm trying not to pull too hard because I don't want the string to break. So I'm going to continue to go all the way around until I get back to the beginning, and then I'll show you guys how I add the beads. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I got 2 rows done, and now I'm just going to get the beads, or I got the beads, and now I'm just going to try to pick up. So once you got it picked up, you want to bring it down and then put it in that first one. Yeah, if you got food. And you want to make sure that it's on the inside of the knot. Oops. Yeah. So that way it's on the one that's before, so it hangs right there. So now we're going to do it again. And sorry guys, you hear Tadashi chewing. Okay, so pull it all the way down. Make sure that your knot is still tight. And it's going to go on that side. So I'm going to do that. Oh, hold on just a second. Sorry guys. So I'm going to do that for every knot that I do on this one. And sometimes you have to put this down to get the bead. Okay, so I'm going to hold the knot and again put it through and pull the end. And make sure that the bead is on the other side of the knot. So I'm going to continue to do that, and then I will come back when I get back to the beginning. Okay guys, so I went ahead, sorry I can't really see my camera anymore. Okay, so I went ahead and thought I was recording how I was doing this, but it looks like I wasn't. So what I'm going to show you is how to do the webbing after I did a row of beads. I think I'm going to do one row of the beads like I just did, and then 2 rows of no beads, and then I will do another row of beads, and then after that row I won't be doing any more beads. And I think I'm going to do this for the rest for the other 2 dream catchers as well. So you want to make sure that the bead is all the way over to the left before putting your next part of your web on there. So here's another one. And I hope you guys can see this. I'm not really sure if I'm getting it. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and do this all the way around, and then I will come back and show you how how this part looks. Actually, you know what? I think I'm not sure if I mixed it up or not. But I'm going to do, I did the first row of beads and then 2 rows of no beads, and then another row of beads, and then the rest of the rows will be I'm sorry, no beads. So I will come back and show you how it looks with the beads being trapped into the webbing. Sorry. Okay guys, so after looking at this, I have decided to only do 1 round of beads, only because I think it's gonna look a little weird with more than just this for this this size, which it would probably look a little bit better if I had smaller beads, but unfortunately I don't know where my smaller beads are, so I am just going to continue to web this. And I did grab a needle because it was getting a little difficult to put the end of the needle into, sorry guys, I'm trying to, oh, into the webbing. Sorry, I was trying to untangle the string a little bit. Okay, So this is all I'm doing. I'm putting the needle through the previous part of the web, and then, or the previous row of the web, and I am just doing just a regular web now. I was actually kind of thinking about doing another row of beads after I just said I wasn't. I know I said I wasn't, but I am actually thinking about doing that now as soon as I get back to the beginning, just because I keep wanting to change my mind. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I did 3 rows of webbing already after the bead. Okay, so here is where I would, or after this last one right here is where I'm going to add the other beads, and I am going to stop right here for just a second and grab some more beads. All of my beads got mixed up because they all fell out of the thing, and I'm just going to grab some dark and light pink beads. And I don't remember how many I used the first time, and I don't feel like counting them, so I'm just going to grab some. And I'm thinking for like 2 more. Oops, that's black. Thinking 2 more. Okay. So I'm going to pick up my dream catcher again, and then just start webbing again with the beads. And it is a lot easier with the needle if the beads would go through, or big enough to go through, or yeah, if the needle was smaller I'd be able to for sure do it, but I'm going to use the ones that I can with the needle, and then I will take the needle off and then continue. So as you can see, I don't have that much string left, so I'm just going to use as much of this as possible while I have the beads, and then I will add more string or sinew, whichever you call it. Oops. And me like a dummy, I forgot to put the bead on there. Okay. So I'm just going to put the needle back through and pick up a bead. I don't think any of these beads are gonna fit over the, oh, there it goes, over the needle. Okay, so I am going to stop filming right here, and I am actually going to continue to put the rest of these beads on, and also continue to web all the way through the middle. And I'm not even in the camera, sorry guys. So I will show you guys how this little one looks after I get done doing the rest of this webbing all the way to the middle, and I'll come back and show you guys how to tie off using this sinew or cord, thread, whatever you call it. And I will meet you guys back at the end towards the middle. Okay guys, so I went ahead and got this done. I do realize that I missed one bead right here, but yeah, I'm sorry. So I just wanted to show you because I can't really go anymore even with the needle. I'm just going to add a pink bead to the middle right here, and then go straight across into this other hole, and then go back up through the middle next to the bead. And then I'm going to do this at least one more time, and then back up. And now I am going to tie it back underneath, or go back underneath here. So I'm going to go ahead and tie off now, and I'm going to go back through right here and leave a small opening, and then go back through the main one. And then I want to go back through this loop that's right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. This one right here. And then back through that first one. And that is going to be my knot to tie off. And because this is in the back, I'm not going to burn it or anything like that. And I did switch colors because I decided that I was going to pull a little too hard with this black cord, and it broke up here in the top, and I had to do the whole thing over. I decided to go from the pink beads to the black and then add a pink bead in the middle. So I will go ahead and do the other two. Sorry, my band-aid got all twisted. I will go ahead and do these other two off camera, and then I will show you how I assemble everything together. So we'll see you guys back here in a little bit. Hey everyone. Okay, so I went ahead and I got these 3 dream catchers done, and I lined them up to see how they look all together. And if you haven't noticed, it is going to be like a Mickey Mouse type thing. I just thought I'd do it for my daughter, or for my daughter's room. So I'm going to take this yarn, and I'm going to go ahead and put it through right here, because I wanted to try to cover up this area. Okay, so now I'm going to put it through right here on this part, and then I'm going to Let's see. Oh, I need to flip it over. Okay. So I already have it around the one, and now I'm just going to, oops, line it up again and put it through this one right here. Sorry, it'll be that one. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to tie this like this, because this is the back of it. So we're just gonna tie that like that, and then I'm going to take the other end, and I'm actually going to go through, oops, put it through and go back through this one again. Oh, okay. So we're gonna keep pulling it through. And then scoot it over as much as possible, and then keep going through it. Just to make sure that it's gonna stay. I think I'm gonna go through it one more time just to be safe. Okay. So there's one, and I'm going to clip both ends. Now this is gonna be a little wobbly right here. I am gonna cover that with something. I'm not sure with what just yet. So now I'm gonna turn it over again and put this down here, just like that. So I'm going to go in this part. And this is a little bit harder than what I thought, because I haven't made a dream catcher like this in a long time. Okay. So again, I'm gonna tie it. And then take my end and go through this one first. And I do have the paper underneath so you guys can actually see it. See what I'm doing. So now I'm going to go through a few more times. And then I'm going to come back and show you how I put the feathers and everything else on. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I tied off, or I got both of them on there. As you can see, it's still kind of flimsy. But that's okay because I'm going to be hanging it from these 2 points right here and just have a string going up so that we'll be able to hang it up. Okay, so as you can tell, I did not put these little black beads in this one because I thought it looked better like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out how many, or measure out how far down I want this to go, which I'm thinking I wanted it to stay kind of short, and it's going to be from this point right here in the middle, and then this point on the side. And I want all of them to be the same length, well, the same length as in right here. So this one in the middle right here will be a little bit shorter. Well, no, I think it looks good like that. Okay, so I'm going to cut this piece. And then this first piece I'm just going to measure again. And this is all with yarn. The only thing I did not use yarn on was the webbing. Okay, so it's going to be there, and then there. So now what I like to do is I am just going to take my beads, and I think I'm going to use the little black beads again. I need to find which. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I found my pony beads, and I have them all lined up how I want them. These 3 are for the tops, and then I went ahead and got my black feathers, which you probably cannot see. So there they are. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put these on there. Let me just push these down. Okay. So I'm going to put these right here on the side. Actually, I think I'm put it above the knot so that way it doesn't slide down. And then I'm going to take one of the black pony beads and put it through here like that. And what I'm going to do is take my glue gun and I'm going to push glue right into this hole right here, just a little bit, so I can make the pony beads stay. And I'm going to do that for all 3. And I also got this smaller black feather, and I'm going to put it right here because I want to cover that. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I do this really quick so then I can finish this up. So I put one about right there. And I put glue inside the pony bead. And then I'm going to go ahead and fix that. Okay, just like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the second one, and we're gonna do these to all 6 pieces of yarn. Okay, and here is the last one. And I will go ahead and do these and then come back and show you how the rest of it looks. Okay guys, so I'm just putting the finishing touches on here, and what I'm going to do is just cover this up just like that. And I'm going to put some glue and just put that just like that. And then I'm going to grab one of these pink beads and I'm going to stick it right here on the top of the there. So this is how it looks. It is done. I got glue stuck to it. So now all I'm going to do is just go ahead and add this part right here, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe and all that good stuff. And we love you guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.